My happiness comes with a price. Every time I get happy, someone I love dies. The happier my moment, the closer the person to me that gets marked for death. It started when I was 13 years old and my team won a local soccer tournament. I was over the moon. My favorite cousin was kidnapped that night. The police found his body weeks later. I got into a great university after high school. I wasn't crazy about college, but it was the culmination of a lot of hard work, so I was happy about it. That was also the day our cat ran away. We found it on the side of the road that evening, after an encounter with a speeding truck. It was more my sister's cat than mine, but it sucks to lose a pet. My sister bawled her eyes out. My granddad died in a fire the day I nailed a project at work that saved my career. My grandmother died after a long battle with pancreatic cancer the same day I went on a first date with a girl I knew almost immediately I would be married to. The day my daughter was born was the happiest day of my life. My wife died in a car crash on her way home from the hospital, and my infant daughter vanished. Hopefully, by the time you find this little note, I'll be gone. I'd spent enough time on that I knew my little note by heart. It was the last thing I thought about before I jumped. I woke up. I think. It's hard to describe. I was aware of my surroundings, and I could see my broken body lying dead next to me. But everything was blurry and tilted, like being somewhere halfway between a dream and reality. I felt an intense sense of loss mixed with rage, as if as if I was feeling the pain of losing everyone that I'd lost in my life all at once. The rage grew worse as my surroundings twisted and spun, and suddenly I was staring at myself. Football practice, all those years ago. The reminder of my life before it all happened. A reminder of when I hadn't gone through the immense pain and suffering that my life ended up becoming. I looked at my younger self, carefree and happy, and I felt only rage. I felt an indescribable hate bubble up inside me. A hate born out of jealousy and envy and a longing for something I'd lost and could no longer have. A passionate desire to cause as much pain and suffering to that boy as I could. The boy I saw playing football wasn't me anymore, because the only me I knew was covered in a cloak of anguish. His happiness was an insult to the memory of my suffering, and as I kidnapped his favorite cousin, I knew I would be wiping off that smile bit by bit in the years to come.